Land investment and decision-making, particularly in the context of Africa and similar markets.
In most circumstances, land will appreciate in value over a long time. Land will always appreciate in value. Over 5, 10, 20 years, land will appreciate in value. But by how much it appreciates actually plays a very large factor, yeah? So generally what usually happens with land is that it can appreciate anything between, 5 and 10% per year, depending on wherever you are. In some places, the value can jump up by 50, 100% in a really short time, in a few months.
So why is it that more people are buying raw land in the United States than ever before? The answer will surprise you. And look, it's not just the rich and the wealthy, although they're snatching up a lot of property right now. It's the average person, just like you and I, that are diversifying their financial portfolio. Perhaps they have concerns of their other assets making a stable rate of return in the coming years. But that said, it's hard not to notice the likes of Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Ted Turner, to name a few of the big names that people know that are investing in land. And these guys, just those three alone, have millions of acres of land. So leading the pack of that is Ted Turner, no relation to me, not that I'm aware of. He owns CNN, by the way, and also TBN, Turner Broadcasting Network. The next one is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos owns close to 500,000 acres, and then Bill Gates, he owns a lot of farmland, close to 300,000 acres.
So first of all, if you're gonna buy land, you gotta find out, before you purchase the land, what can actually be done on the land, right? What's the zoning for it? Do you need to get environmentals? Do you need to add plumbing, sewer? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find out, is this land even buildable? Because there's a lot of land out there that's not buildable, right? And then what can you build on it? See, a lot of people are like, yo, just buy land, but land is not profitable. It's not cash flowing. It's just dirt, right? But that dirt could be valuable if you build something on it, or if something is coming into the area. So I think first thing you want to do is see what you can do on the land, see what type of, if you need plumbing, sewage, waterage, all that stuff can be added to it, because sometimes you can't even add that utilities to the property, right? Find out what's happening in the development of that community to where that will make that land more valuable to possibly build or just to hold. Like, I know folks that just buy land and hold.
High trading plots appreciate faster than the low cost. What am I trying to say? If you bought a plot at 5 million, the rate at which it appreciates versus a plot that you've bought 80 million. If you go to places like Chisasi, Kulambiro, Chisasi, Chira, where you're getting a plot running between maybe 90 to, that's a 50 by 100 plot, running between 90 to maybe 120, 150. I have had occasions where you buy a plot today, and the next day someone comes and they badly want it, and they're adding in 30 million to take your plot, which is a secret that I have actually also discovered, that the cheaper the plots, most times their rate of appreciation is low compared to the higher cost ones. But for purposes of maybe the risk, to manage the risk, if you are a starter, I would advise that you start with the low cost for you to understand the business and how it trades.
If you're a first-time investor and you're looking for cash flow and building a portfolio, then I would probably say get a rental property or two first. Get accustomed to being an investor, submitting documents, going through the process, build your team, because building is not easy.
In November, a property was sold by one of my colleagues for 400 million naira at Ikoyi, and he purchased it, but at that time the value of the naira was about 1,000 to $1. So we assume that was 400,000 US dollars that individual invested. Coming to this year, that same property has increased in value to 550 million. But with the steep devaluation, we now have, if you convert it at 1,500, we're looking at 366,000 US. You've lost 34,000 US dollars if you did that investment. But all hope isn't lost. There are still ways we can mitigate this problem, even with real estate.
Why is it that the wealthy are buying so much land? For one, we must consider profitability. They're not making any more land, and as population grows and people need food and groceries and all that sort of thing, land can be used for lots of different things. They're not making any more land, so why not invest in land, something that goes up in value, very similar to gold and silver?
And I, King Naido, I will use my story, experience, here in Uganda, East Africa. 12 years ago, I visited Kira town, located in Wakiso district, near Kampala. At that time, the Shimon school had either just relocated or was in the process of doing so. Reaching Kira was no easy feat. I had to navigate through Kireka town, board an old, overloaded taxi that took hours to fill, and then take a motorcycle bike to Mulawa. The journey felt long and arduous. On my way back, the motorcycle bike took me through Kulambiro and Ntinda, which only added to my discomfort. I remember contemplating the idea of purchasing a plot of land there. The plots were priced at 12 million Uganda shillings, each measuring 50 feet by 100 feet, and with a title. However, as I viewed the land, my mind was preoccupied with the long journey back to Kampala, where I was renting a place just 4 kilometers from City Square. The thought of commuting frequently from Kira to Kampala weighed heavily on me. During that journey, I had an internal dialogue, convincing myself that Kira was too far and that I needed a car to live there. Many people in similar situations often find their savings dissipating into short-term expenses, whether through business ventures, lending to family or friends, or spending on travel and leisure. In my case, I ultimately chose not to buy the plot, and I'm relieved I didn't, as I found a more suitable investment elsewhere. However, I do carry a sense of regret for not seizing the opportunity in Kira. I was naive at the time, and I want to share my experience to help others avoid making the same mistake. When considering land purchases, it's crucial to be clear about your purpose and to research the prospects of the area. Even if the land is intended for residential use, understanding its potential for growth is essential. Never underestimate the value of seemingly remote locations. Land appreciates over time.
In most circumstances, land will appreciate in value over a long time. Land will always appreciate in value. Over 5, 10, 20 years, land will appreciate in value. But by how much it appreciates actually plays a very large factor.
I have had occasions where you buy a plot today, and the next day someone comes and they badly want it, and they're adding in 30 million to take your plot.
Today, plots in Kira are selling for 100 million Uganda shillings and beyond, with the specific area I considered now priced at 150 million Uganda shillings for the same 50 feet by 100 feet size, if you're lucky enough to find an empty plot. Here are the key takeaways. Importance of location. I emphasizes the significance of location when considering land purchases. Areas that may seem remote or inconvenient at first can appreciate significantly in value over time. 2. Long-term perspective. Real estate is often a long-term investment. The regret of not purchasing land in Kira, which has appreciated in value, underscores the need to think beyond immediate inconveniences and consider future potential. 3. Research and due diligence. Before making a purchase, it's crucial to research the area, understand its growth prospects, and evaluate the purpose of the land, residential, commercial, etc. This helps in making informed decisions. 4. Affordability and financial planning. My above story illustrates the importance of buying within one's means. While it may be tempting to invest in more expensive areas, it's essential to consider what you can realistically afford. 5. Avoiding short-term thinking. I reflect on the tendency to spend saved money on immediate pleasures or urgent needs, rather than investing in assets that could appreciate over time. This highlights the importance of prioritizing long-term financial health over short-term gratification. 6. Regret and learning from experience. In my story above, I expresses regret for not purchasing the land, which serves as a reminder that learning from past experiences can guide future decisions. It's important to reflect on past choices to avoid repeating mistakes. And even the Bible says, "Only a fool learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others." So don't be a fool. 7. Encouragement to seek guidance. My closing statement invites others to seek help when considering land purchases, emphasizing the value of mentorship and guidance in navigating real estate investments, and be too much mindful of scammers. And if you're thinking about buying land and don't know where to start, I'm here to help. Remember, investing in land is a significant decision, and it's essential to approach it with careful consideration and foresight. This has been your King Nido at the Men at Work Records. Sometimes life is quite challenging. Life can give you 5 kids and take them all again when you're just watching. Life can also give you 1 child and allow you to grow old as you watch him grow. The same life can give you a beautiful, healthy marriage without children. It can also give you beautiful children without marriage. Or give you a beautiful marriage, lots of money, and beautiful children that need medical attention consistently. The same life can give you very good academic papers without employment. It can as well choose not to allow you to have any papers, but allow you to be successful in businesses. Life may give you power without sense. Other times, plenty of senses without power. It's a mystery. Be humble. It's been your King Nido, here at the Men at Work Records.